I don't know why exactly, but for some reason, I was always under this impression that the Sniper Elite series was some sort of like rail shooter similar to like House of the Dead or something. But with Sniper Elite 5, I was so damn impressed with this game because it reminded me so much of Metal Gear Solid 5. And one of the major things that I really loved about this game was just the stealth element of being able to approach every single fight in a different way. You can go completely covert, knocking people out while doing all your objectives, or you could just go in guns blazing, killing everybody in sight, or you could just hang back and then just snipe people from super far, especially with how satisfying it is to get a really long shot and see that slow motion bullet time thing of just watching their head explode basically. The major thing that really got me interested in this game in the first place was the invasion system. I remember watching so many streamers and it had that whole like Dark Souls feel to it where a random person could invade your mission while you're in it doing your thing. This really brought a whole new element to this entire kind of gameplay session, something that I really wish that more games would do nowadays. And I know like a lot of people aren't really into having PvP mixed with their PvE experience, but for me, I really love this. And this is what made the game extra special for me. On top of that, it was pretty amazing how many modes they got in the multiplayer. You got co-op, and you can also get invaded while you're doing that. There's the invasions, like I was just saying, where you just invade somebody doing their mission. There's the deathmatch and free-for-all type modes that you can do in PvP. And then there's also the survival mode, which I actually really like a lot because it reminds me so much of Warframe with the survival thing in there. So it's just fighting off like endless waves basically. And the coolest thing about this mode is just you can hang back and just have fun, just shoot some stuff and try to get better at the game while you're doing it. And that's like the major thing that's really awesome about this game is that it doesn't force this whole like RPG elements or all this other bullshit at you to make you feel like you're grinding towards a goal. Instead, the game is more focused on you just having fun in the moment. Similar to what you would see in like old school games, where you're just more rewarded with your personal skill instead of the gear that you're grinding for, you know? And I really like that a lot. And the way they approached their whole like perk system, it made it so easy to achieve. It became like a back thought, basically. So I never really cared about the perk system. I just bought everything and that's it and just moved on. The linear level design is the one thing that bothers me the most in this game because it makes you feel like you're in a big, huge open world to explore. But the problem is that there's a lot of invisible walls and there's a lot of just like shrubbery that's made to just hold you back into just being in that secluded little area. So you'll have moments where you're just kind of like exploring and then you'll see like something where it seems like you could go in between it or under it to maybe prone through it, but it's like an invisible wall just basically blocking that whole section out. So you have to learn how to navigate these maps. Even though when you open up the big map, it makes it seem like it's just a giant seamless open world, but it's not. It's following paths. Another thing that kind of bothered me a little bit is just the janky controls. Like, for example, when you're climbing or when you're trying to jump off of a ledge really quick, you can't just press like the back key in order to like fall off. You have to press a different key. Like in this case, you would use like the duck key in order to like drop down from a ledge or something. And remembering to do that after playing like so many other games where you just literally hold S, it just makes it really awkward to learn these controls. And not just that, even just like randomly standing over a dead body and maybe you wanted to like plant a mine or something, you could end up pressing the wrong button and it will end up interacting with the dead body instead of doing the thing that you wanted to do. Like I've had a lot of situations where I was standing behind a cover, there was a dead body right next to me, and instead of stabbing the dude that's right there in the cover, my guy is trying to like search the guy on the ground, and it's like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to stab the dude. So there was a lot of situations like that where it just made the controls really weird, and it definitely takes a lot of getting used to before you like really get into this game. But that's all I really have to say about the bad. So overall, I was extremely impressed with this game. I'm still playing this game, and as many times that I keep thinking I need to clear my hard drive space, so I have to uninstall it to go play other games, part of me just really doesn't want to, because I just really enjoy this game so much. It's one of those games where I could literally just log in, kill some time, do a few headshots, and have a great time, and not have to worry about trying to like level something up or grind a certain amount of money, or like trying to get the best gear like in MMOs and stuff like that. So it's a really nice change of pace to just come in and just blow shit up and then get out. So this game just creates so much replayability that it makes it a ton of fun to just come back and keep trying new things. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. The only thing keeping this from being a masterpiece is the linear level design. That's it. If it wasn't for that, I would have gave it a 5.